Hello everyone, this is Warhawk Beyond 2040 and today I am here to discuss and share my thoughts with all of you about the possibility of a Spider-Man 98 animated series becoming a reality and an interesting comment that John Semper Jr. made on X on the Discussing Film page. And for those of you who are familiar with that name, John Semper Jr. was the head writer and producer for Spider Man, the animated series, back in the 1990s. And with excitement building in anticipation for X-Men 97, which is set to be shown on March 20th, 2024 on Disney Plus, there has been a lot of speculation about the possibility of maybe Spider-Man 98 becoming a reality. So this is what was discussed on Discussing Film, and this is what John Semper Jr. had to say. Spider-Man the Animated Series head writer John Semper Jr. wants to continue the show like X-Men 97. John Semper Jr. had this to say: all they have to do is call me. Doesn't get any plainer than that. Now, John Semper Jr., of course, was responsible for what we would now come to know as the Spider-Verse, a concept that was introduced at the end of season 5 of the 1990s animated series. And as we all know, Spider Man the animated series ended on a massive cliffhanger after 5 seasons, and we don't really know whether or not Peter found Mary Jane or not. And it's been 26 years now since Spider Man the animated series last aired, and I believe if X Men 97 is a success, which we all know it's going to be, then we could see Spider Man 98 actually become a reality because out of all of the shows that I grew up with watching on Fox Kids, aside from Power Rangers, of course, Spider Man and X Men were the ultimate superhero shows. And anybody who has followed me over the years, everybody knows my Mount Rushmore for superhero shows is Batman the Animated Series, X Men, Spider Man, and Power Rangers. So the idea that John Semper Jr. is interested to do another series of Spider Man is really good for all of us geeks out there. This is something that we have been begging for so many years. And fingers crossed that X Men 97 does well, because if it does, then we could get Spider Man 98. I really hope we do. I would be happy with just one season if we did get that, just to wrap up the conclusion, because this show deserves, after 26 years, it deserves a definitive conclusion. I have said before that if we weren't going to get a season 6, I would settle for an animated movie, if nothing else. But I think in an ideal world, season 6 would be great. Now, if we could get Christopher Daniel Barnes back on board to voice Peter Parker slash Spider Man, then that's the biggest green light we could ever ask and hope for. But the very fact that John Semper Jr. said, all they have to do is call me, says to me that he has never completely closed the door on Spider Man. He still wants to do more. We want to see more. If anybody out there is hearing this, please make it happen. We need this. 90s kids, we need this to happen. So time will tell, really, but all eyes are going to be on X-Men 97 and hopes of it being very successful. And if they can give Spider-Man, the animated series, a green light, make it into Spider-Man 98, then our job is done and the rest will fall into place. But time will tell, really. We're just going to have to wait and see what happens. But I definitely think John Semper Jr. deserves another opportunity to finish what he started back in 1988. And for me, I've pretty much have seen most of the Spider-Man cartoons. There are some I haven't seen that I have no interest in watching, but when I think of Spider-Man, I think of the 1990s cartoon, and I'm pretty sure I speak for everybody else, and I'm sure everyone out there would agree with me that Spider-Man, the 1990s cartoon, was the absolute best ever, and it doesn't get any better than that. So Fingers crossed. Let's hope and pray for the best. So that's going to be it from me. I am going to wrap this up now. What's your thoughts on the possibility of a Spider-Man 98 animated series becoming a reality? Is this something you would like to see? Do you think they will give John Semper Jr. the green light to make this happen? And if X-Men 97 is a success, do you think they will give the green light for Spider-Man to actually get another show? You know what to do, guys. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave your thoughts and comments down below, and I will see all of you next time. So until then, take care, everybody, and stay safe. And once again, as always, much appreciated. Thanks for listening.